Tony, we have to talk about beef, okay? We have to
What's
talk
for
about
dinner?
we have to talk about A5 Wagyu premium beef. And yeah, baby, I'm talking about Bryce Young. Dude, it's incredible how much one picture of Bryce throwing and showing a little bit of veins in the arm will get everybody like, oh, Bryce is lifting. Bryce is about to be throwing
Bryce is on some supplement.
meatballs this year. Yeah,
Look at
he's on
that. Look at that
the
little
Mexican supplements like Joe Rogan likes to play.
arm looks like a little hamburgery. Something
Bro,
going on there with the texture there.
Bro, he's been doing some arm wrestling, bro. He's been lifting, doing some calisthenics, maybe. I tell you what, when you see him at the podium, his arms do not look much bigger than before.
They don't.
But he's been working, man.
Well, you know what is that you don't have to when you get in shape, like not shape, but when you get stronger, you don't always just look
right
twice the size. You know what I'm saying? Is that, and you also don't want your quarterbacks. Quarterbacks have never really been into upper body strength and stuff like that. It's
well,
here's the thing though. I want to just say this and I'll let you guys finish up on it.
Sure.
I know everybody's like, oh, he can grow in what is like a NFL regimen is the way you put it, right?
Yeah, NFL strength and conditioning program.
For me, it's just becoming a man. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, and I'm not trying to be an asshole about it. You know what I'm saying? Is that a lot of these guys are. I know that they're accelerated men and special species of warriors that we're not. You know what I'm saying? But like, I didn't even become physically like grow into my I was still growing into my body at 23. So I mean, these kids are young. How old is Bryce? 22 years old, 21 years old?
Yeah, 20.
So I know it's a strength and condition, but he's also just growing up at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's a young dude. He has the, when you're young, your muscles are more elastic. You're getting into shape faster. And I really don't know. I really don't know if Bryce. I mean, maybe from high school to college, maybe he bulked up a little bit.
No,
but they say that generally in your life, you can start to really put muscle on at one point in your life, and then later on, it kind of gets harder to continue to put muscle. I think that Bryce is in that stage where he's still continuing to grow into the biggest and strongest version of himself.
Right.
But I want to move away from just the aesthetics of it all. I remember a few years ago, Joe Burrow, when he was entering his second year, talked about some of the changes that he made to his throwing motion and planting his foot in the ground to get more drive and more force on the football for that bigger arm. Do you think that this is just aesthetics, or do you think that maybe Bryce has sort of heard some of the criticism and maybe he's looking out to come here and start throwing the pill downfield?
Me personally, I don't think that it's necessarily has anything to